Hey, welcome back to Mr. New's art class. It's wonderful to see your smiling faces. Today we're going to start the process of creating our very own landscapes in silhouette style. What you notice here about this picture is that the sky is a sunrise or a sunset, nice bright warm colors, and that the land and the tree are all just black silhouettes. This creates a high contrast image that really shines. Today we're going to start with step one, painting the sky. We've got watercolor paints, a cup of water, paper towels for cleanup, and a half-size sheet of drawing paper. This is 6 inches by 9 inches. Now, usually for a landscape, we want a horizontal picture sideways, but because in this picture we're going to be focusing in on one tall tree, instead of having a horizontal frame, we want our picture to be vertical. So let's turn our papers up and down. Let's get out our paintbrush. Now the first thing you always need to do when you open a tray of paint is wash the brush. If it's a brand new tray like this one, then sometimes the brush comes with some sticky residue that holds the bristles together. This one doesn't look like it did, but sometimes they do. So you always want to wash the brush, even if it's brand new. And if it's not brand new, then somebody might not have cleaned it before they put it away. So you always want to clean your brush first. Cleaning your brush is easy. You point your brush straight down at the cup of water and tap gently on the bottom of the cup. Notice that it doesn't make any noise at all. If you hear a sound, you're doing it wrong. A lot of times my students like to ting, ting, ting like that on the side of the cup, and what that's doing is just splattering water. I got a bunch of water on my desk now from that because all the water that's in the bristles just splats out. So that's not what we want to do. And I also sometimes see kids do this. Uh-oh. If you're stirring the water, look, I just got water splattered all over my paper. Now I got to get a new paper. So we don't stir the water and we don't ting, ting, ting our brush on the side of the cup. We tap gently on the bottom, pointing the brush straight down. Now, these are watercolor paints, so we always need a wet brush. We're not going to use the paper towel to dry our brush. We're not going to dry it like this. We're not going to dry it like this. We need to keep a wet brush. The paper towel is there for cleanup afterwards. Before we start painting the sky, we need to think about how we're going to paint the sky. If we look at this painting or some photographs of landscapes with sunsets, we see that the colors in the sky are warm colors, reds, oranges, yellows, and pinks, maybe a little bit of purple in there. Do we see a blue sky? No. We see those warm colors, reds, oranges, and yellows, pinks, maybe a little bit of purple. Notice also that what I've done in this painting is had the purpley colors closer to the top and the yellower colors down at the bottom. That makes it look more like the sun is right down here below the horizon and brightening up that patch of the sky the most. So that's something to think about, something to consider. So as we paint this page, we want to paint the entire page top to bottom, pretending that the entire thing is the sky. We'll come back in another video to learn how to paint the trees and the landscapes on there with a different kind of paint. So these are watercolor paints. I need to put my brush in the water, then pick a color, and then paint. And when my brush is dry, I go back to the water, then the color, and then I paint. Paint. And then water, color, paint. Water, color, paint. Notice, as I paint this, I'm always moving my brush side to side. Never moving my brush up and down, never moving in circles. Why is that? If we go back and look at the photographs again, we see that in a sunset sky, we see slashes of color that move horizontally across the sky. And so in my painting, I want slashes of color that move horizontally across the sky. If I want to switch colors, like maybe I want to do some yellow, I need to clean my brush, tap it gently on the bottom. Then I need water and color, and I paint. Water, color, paint. Always in that order. If you know what they're called, you know how to use them. Water, color, paint. Water, color, paint. Now, as you can see here, I'm finished. I've filled the entire page, top to bottom. I know this kind of probably looks a little white on the camera, but it's actually kind of yellowish. That's just a little bit shiny because it's wet. Speaking of wet, this paint is wet, so I do need to let this paint dry. So I'm going to go set this aside on the drying rack. And now I've got to deal with this mess I made. So this is where, when you're finished, you clean your brush, you put it back in the tray, close the tray, put that away, and wipe the paint off the table. So that was the sky part of our picture. Now in the next video, once the sky painting is dry, I'll be showing you how to use black tempera paint to make trees and landscapes.